Dude, I want to read this before we find anyone for Arena. As you may have read here, we're excited to offer those of you who have completed the Balnazar encounter in Scarlet Enclave raid a free Master Pandaria. So that's kind of cool. I'm gonna get people over into MOP. We believe that it would be a great capstone for Season of Discovery to offer those of you who are looking to embark on your next classic adventure. When we look back on the journey we've taken in Season of Discovery, we're incredibly proud of the time we got to spend with you all in this unique take on the original version of World of Warcraft. It is quite unique, to be fair, the way they've done it. I don't hate it, but yeah, it just wasn't something I was looking to stick with in phase 3, and then I kind of fell out of touch with it. Was busy with other things, so is what it is. From the first moments that players sat down at the demo stations at BlizzCon in 2023. Wow, that's 2023 already. I remember that, dude. I remember watching the stream and like trying to see all the pre-stuff. We knew we had something special, and it's wild to think that it's been over 18 months since we announced it. When we think of the impact that Season of Discovery will ultimately have on World of Warcraft, we think about how it helped prove something that a lot of us already knew. There is an enormous appetite for new experiences set against the backdrop of original World of Warcraft. As soon as the realms went live, we saw the response. We knew we had an unprecedented opportunity to immerse ourselves in new concepts and ideas and see what works. I think that there needs to be more like actual content. I don't think they need to tinker with classes as much as they did. I think they tinkered with classes a lot just to test stuff out, and I don't think that was necessary. Well, I say that. I think it was necessary in SOD to see what worked and what didn't. I think that that's shown that it is not necessary in Classic Plus to mess with classes too much. There are some small things that I think are worth changing, especially in some less popular specs. Dead talents, things like that. Definitely worth looking at. But I don't think that they want to mess with the actual core kit of classes too much. Maybe add like one spell at a push to each class. Maybe try and jiggle around the balancing ever so slightly. Adjust a couple of little talents ever so slightly, maybe making the rotations slightly more intricate on things like Frost Mage and Warlock and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't think they need to go crazy with big changes, big new spells, big all this. I just don't think it's needed. I think that what they want to work on, what they should work on, is the content itself. New areas to explore, new things to do, quest lines, raids, all this stuff, right? New repeatable content, the things like the Blood Moon, really work on that. They could add that in, it would be really, really popular. You know, 1v1 arenas, all these new aspects of the game to actually still play your same characters in that you know and love from Classic, but now you have more to do with them. Because that was the problem with Classic, right? When you get to that stage where you're just raid logging, that's where the hype kind of dies. And I think if there was more things to do outside of just raid logging that isn't getting your world buffs, right, which, let's be honest, sucks, the game is going to have so much, it's just going to blow it wide open. There's going to be so much more attention and people interested in it. So we'll see. We'll see. I also think that there's an opportunity there for free to play to bring more people in. But we'll see on that. Let's see. Several months ago, as we wrapped up development on Nax and Karazhan Crypts, we had originally planned for that to be the final content update for Season of Discovery. However, we couldn't let go of one major unrealized dream for Season of Discovery, the Scarlet Enclave. We looked at our schedule and decided to take a risk in order to make time to create this new raid and really punctuate the Season of Discovery experience with something special. And we're very glad we did. It's been incredibly fun to play and progress through the new content with you. I wish I'd done it, to be honest. Season of Discovery was a success beyond our wildest imagination back in 2023. We learned so much. We grew as a team, both literally and figuratively. We've been invigorated for the future like never before. That future for Season of Discovery is somewhat bittersweet, as we've made a decision to slow down on Season of Discovery and begin work on our next major project in the original WoW design space. I mean, that's got to be Classic Plus at this point, like, surely. With big plans and big ambitions for this type of found photographs content set in the World of Warcraft Azeroth. But in order to realize those ambitions, we need to make sure we're spending our time where it will make the most impact on the long-term future of WoW Classic. We want to set ourselves up for success by taking the time we need to get in the proverbial kitchen and cook, iterate on, and shape our ideas and lessons learned from Season of Discovery into something truly exciting. I mean, this sounds very I mean, how could it not be Classic Plus, right? It just is. Seasonal Discovery was always meant to be an ephemeral seasonal experience. While it became so much more for a time, we're extremely excited about the things we're working on in the future. We have no plans to shut down Sod Realms, and we hope to see the game mode continue to operate similar to WoW Classic era for many months and years to come. We've all grown attached to our characters just like you have, and we're happy to continue the adventure as long as you'd like. We sincerely thank you for joining us. Blah, blah. So like, it's pretty positive, but I think that's pretty apparent. They're working on this, like whatever this is, and then Classic Plus as well. That's like what I take from this.